It's fast.
Oh man, I have not been this nervous for a bike race in years. And this, I mean, it's not a championship, it's just the season opener, but I think it's just been so long that I was sitting in the van leading up to this, like just trying to talk myself through all the things that you do as an athlete. It's like, no, you're prepared for this. No, you know how to race your bike. No, you didn't get super unfit in the last 2 years. You know, all the whole self-doubt rigmarole. So when I finally got out there, it's almost a relief. You get that like moment of calm on the start line, and then you're just in it.
Yeah, it was really great to be back. Over the last couple weeks, I've been seeing what the other riders have been up to, and it's clear everyone's been doing the work. Everyone's excited to get back to the racing.
I felt amazing until I didn't anymore.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't have the greatest first 5 corners, but super happy with how I was able to correct after that, and then yeah, just happy with the race overall.
There's not much going on until 3 laps to go. Curtis was smart and sat in the whole first 5 laps or whatever we did. He got to the front and he's just pressing on all the climbs, especially on the backside of the course. Strohmeyer let up a gap when he first went up, so I bridged.
I wasn't really sure what to expect, this being my first elite race. They started out with, I was last call up, so I don't know, 6th, 7th row, and I was just gonna go out there and see what happens. And first 2 laps, maybe way up, and found myself on the back of the front 5 guys by the 3rd lap, and I was like, huh, this is interesting, not really sure where to go from here. Hadn't thought this through yet. First, when I got up there, we weren't going as fast, quite as fast as I thought we would. Then, with 3 to go, the pace started to pick up a little bit.
I hit the front with about 3 to go, started to line things out, and Kerry was the only one who could follow.
And then we came into the start-finish, and I pulled through, and he pulled back through, and he seemed pretty eager to like keep the pace high, so I just sat on his wheel, and we had a good gap, so it was like, even if we played cat and mouse, they weren't gonna catch us. And he sat up on the backside, so I jumped him, and I had him like a good gap. I came out of my left pedal right before the hairpin at the top, and we came back together, and then it was just holding him off until his finish straight. And yeah, I don't know, like for sure I had the advantage, but he was coming fast, and I like sat in my saddle one time. I guess I shouldn't have.
He rode a very good race, smart race, came around with about 1/3 of a lap to go, let out the sprint, and was lucky enough to just come by him at the end.
I lost a bottle on that first lap, and like right after the sand pit, and I should have pitted and got a bottle. I'm smarter than that, but yeah, and I just cooked myself. So I felt really good. I was surprised, but yeah, heat just got to me and lights out, you know.
Whew. Yeah, I was doing my very best yo-yo impression and/or a slinky, dangling off the front group of 6 or 7. They were just on and off, full gas, full stop, and right as I connected, guy in front of me crashed into barriers, rolled a tubie. I got gapped off, and they just exploded. The front group shattered, and I got to dangle in no man's land for the last 3 laps and suffer in the heat.
Good start, and the straightaway was in the front group. I think 5-6 riders, and after I think in the 3rd lap I got like really dizzy. Saw the lap sign, 5 to go. I was like, oh man, never gonna keep up with this. So I had to go put the pace down a little bit. The last 2 laps I was almost no clue what I was doing anymore, but I had like still a lot of power, so I could like go really fast on the easy section, and I really had to like keep my head in the game on the corners because I just didn't have my mind in the race anymore.
Maybe because I was so nervous, led a little bit too much in the mid part, and I probably could have been a little bit more efficient. But I'll take 3rd for the first race back. It's been a while.
Too busy bought a house, fixed a house, didn't race, all of it together. 2020 was rough. I'm surprised I came back from it. I was ready to just say, this is it, I'm done. And then I finally quit my job in retail and I started to like bikes again. How amazing is that? And here you go. I won a bike race.
First race since February. It went really well. I mean, I think the pace at the start was pretty low, which was good for me because I got to stay calm.
I raced a little bit with Podium on the road and they're super nice. I had so much fun. I think it was good to get some of the nerves out. So I was just so nervous before those crits because it's been a pause for me in racing. So that helped, just preparation. But then the speed changes. Yeah, it was like I had done that intensity. I was in some breakaways in the crit circuit. So I was like, okay, like I actually thought back to those breakaways and I was like, okay, I'm doing the same thing here, just on dirt. So the crit watts were helpful. Yeah, for sure.
I knew that Caroline was sitting in to sort of like judge the field, and then she and I decided we should stop playing.
One of the races I love the most is Becca anyway. I'm always having fun with her. And I think I wanted to shake it up and be like, okay, let's clean up the pack, you know, just be you and me together like old days and have fun.
And I know like Caroline and I have raced together for years, so I knew the game she was playing. She was letting me pull in some power sections, passing me before the new twisty descent onto the pavement. And I knew her game and I thought I was playing it.
She's racing smarter now. It's like, damn. She's like, yeah, you taught me well. I taught her how to not pull me all around, so I was like, I'm gonna have to do work today. So it was fun. And then I was like, I'm gonna get rid of you now. Bye-bye.
I think I just like was slow getting into my pedal once and she attacked, and she's a strong rider and really strong technically, and I knew she wouldn't crash, so my thought was just don't lose second, because I knew I couldn't get first.
I was with Becca and Caroline for maybe 2 laps, and then just trying to, the heat was a huge factor for me. Like always, like on the hot races, like I just kind of melt a little bit. So I was just trying to be careful with that. I was with Hannah Ahrensman for a while, chasing them after I got dropped off from Caroline and Becca. And then we were trying not to get caught by like Crystal, Raylan, Emily. So it just was a really, really hard day. There was no like hanging out. There was no moment where I was like, okay, I can take a breath. It was always like trying to catch or trying not to get caught. And then there was a final climb, the twisty uphill section, and I attacked Hannah there. And then just kind of started my sprint on the pavement and was able to hold on for third. So I'm really happy.
It's kind of cool because like Erika and Becca they were part of the AMD Dombrowski. Like it was. I think it's really rewarding to like see them doing so well, because when they got in the program, they were just new to the sport. Becca was all over the place, but they were both like super sponge. So whatever they could learn or take from my experience in my old age or whatever, they were just willing to learn, and it was so cool, and it's so cool to see them on a podium now.